One of the biggest problems that we face when it comes to utilizing the digital world is understanding how these people, the bad guys, the script kiddies, these people who have the capability of attacking us, actually do what they do. So when it comes to an attack, or how does a hacker attack my system, there are a number of things that we can talk about. The first one is email. And if you think about email, it's free, which is one of the reasons why the bad guys use it. It doesn't cost any money. It can be used to manipulate people relatively easily because it depends on their psychological profile of what they will click on, open up a link, follow, do whatever they need to do from either an email standpoint or a social engineering standpoint or a social media standpoint. That email process has three other components. There's the phishing part, which is let's randomly select people and send them emails. There's a targeted system where we're spear phishing. We are picking criteria that the people we are sending those emails to are going to actually click on a link and do something with it. Or there's the appearance that the email that they're sending me is coming from someone I trust or someone of authority that I will then do something about. Whether that is you need to go here and download this, or you need to go here and reset your password, anything along those lines is a bad thing to look at. The second one is something we really do not take seriously, and that is the old trusty USB. Now, if I find a USB lying around, then most people will pick it up and plug it into a computer. It is one of the easiest ways for a cyber criminal or someone with that expertise to get onto a system. And it is very hard to understand why someone would actually do this. This is one that's going to cost them money, which means that they're now looking at, if I go spend $20 to get you to pick up a USB drive and stick it in your computer, then there must be something that I'm going to get back from it, whether that's intellectual property, access to money, access to information about your clients, your staff, anything along those lines. The fourth area that we need to look at is something that usually doesn't have that big an impact until you realize what is happening. And that is what is called a distributed denial of service. Now, distributed denial of service can have a really, really bad impact on things like e-commerce and your website. Because if you have a large number of people who are accessing your website, or they're buying information or buying systems or buying retail products from you, and those people cannot get to your website because someone is attacking that website with lots and lots of information, so nobody can connect to it, then it's going to have an impact on revenue. It's going to have an impact on profit. So again, you're going to have to look at why would they be doing that? And now let's put some strategies in place to stop that risk from happening. So the last one I want to talk about is our passwords. Now, passwords are really, really important when it comes to how we protect our information on the internet. So information protection on the internet is something that we take for granted. Okay, yes, I've got to put a password into that website. When it comes to passwords, we need to start looking at passwords have to be complex. They've got to be everything on the keyboard or anything on the keyboard. They have to be unique for every site and service on the internet. And in addition to that, they now need to be more than 10 characters long. Now, we push 10 characters. It's debatable whether it's 8, but more than 8 is absolutely necessary. So when it comes to how these bad guys attack us, they are trying to find ways of getting into the systems that we have access to. Once they gain access, they then take over, and then they cause problems for all of us.